SRTR provides reports, tools, and reference materials on srtr.org to assist OPOs in reviewing their performance metrics. The OPO-specific reports, or OSRs, are provided for organ procurement organizations to monitor their yield performance. They are developed utilizing data collected by OPTN through tie-dye forms, as well as from additional sources such as Social Security Death Master File. New OPO reports are posted every 6 months. OPOs can find their reports on the SRTR public website by clicking on the OPO-specific reports button here on the home page, or by going to Reports and Tools on the navigation bar and selecting Organ Procurement Organization Reports from the drop-down menu. On the OPO-specific reports page, you will see an alphabetical list of OPOs. Just select your OPO to download and review the PDF version of your OPO's report. The OSR Final Tables datasheet is a Microsoft Excel workbook that contains all the data presented in the OPO-specific reports. Here, data on all OPOs in the U.S. are reported in one worksheet, so data can easily be compared across all OPOs in the nation. There are multiple sheets in the workbook containing data. Scroll through all the tabs at the bottom to see all the data. The tab name refers to the table or figure in the OSR that presents this data. For instance, if you wanted to compare your observed and expected yield in the cohort to other OPOs in the United States, you would first note that information is on Table C2 in the OSR. Then, in the OSR Final Table sheet, you would find the tab that is titled Table C2 and find the columns with the data you wish to compare. You can manipulate these spreadsheets however you like. Custom sort, delete rows or columns to narrow it down to what you want to see. To find the OSR summary datasheets, go to the SRTR public website homepage and click on the OPO-specific reports button here on the homepage, or by going to the Reports and Tools on the navigation bar and selecting Organ Procurement Organization Reports from the drop-down menu. Then in the OPO Reports page, click on the light blue, underlined, Download an Excel file link here. Risk adjustment models are the algorithm by which SRTR determines the yield of potential donors at each program. They are updated every 6 months and published on the public website for reference. Besides organ yield, you can also find risk adjustment models for post-transplant, waitlist, and organ offer acceptance on www.srtr.org. You can find the risk adjustment model documentation by selecting the model you wish to review under Reports and Tools on the navigation bar. On the documentation page, you would select the organ you wish to review. Then the system will pull up all the data you need here within these tabs to determine the relative risk of each donor in that cohort. Under the Yield Predictors tab, you can find the general elements, which are also called variables, included in the yield models. Under the Model Coefficients tab, you will find the coefficients and their variables assigned to each element by the SRTR modeling process. On the Model Element Plots tab, you will find a visual representation of the relative risk of the coefficients when applied to a chart. The Additional Info tab shows more information on how certain variables were calculated or determined. There are additional resources on the SRTR public website that can help professionals at organ procurement organizations understand the information in SRTR organ-specific reports. You can find the specific methodology behind the statistics SRTR reports in our methodology documentation, which can be found on the public website under About the Data on the navigation bar. Select Analytic Methods from the drop-down menu. SRTR provides answers to common questions in our FAQs section. If you have any questions about anything SRTR reports, check here first to find straightforward explanations. By routinely checking these tools and resources, OPOs can monitor their current yield trends. For more specific information on how to use these tools and resources, contact an SRTR representative at srtr@srtr.org.